All right, let's talk about something you've probably wondered about at some point. Is there a way, like a secret back door, to get premium software, like Grammarly, but without paying for it? Well, today, we're diving deep into the world of so-called premium cookies and the really surprisingly complex journey people go on to get them. So that's the big promise, right? Sites out there are basically saying, hey, we've got a way around those pesky subscription fees. But you have to ask yourself, can it really be that simple? Let's peel back the layers and see what's actually going on here. So a lot of these websites, they frame this whole thing as a solution for people who can't really afford those high subscription costs. Students, people on a tight budget. It's kind of positioned as this noble thing, giving access to powerful tools for everyone. But how on earth does this even work? I mean, how do you just unlock paid features for free? Well, the entire secret, the whole workaround, it all comes down to this tiny piece of tech that you and I use literally every single day, probably without even thinking about it. Okay, so to really get how this whole hack works, we've got to start with the basics. And that means we need to talk about a little something called a browser cookie. Now, normally, cookies are all about making your life easier, right? Their whole job is convenience. They're the reason you don't have to type in your password every single time you go back to a website. They just remember you. But this workaround, it completely flips that on its head. Instead of using your own cookie, you take a cookie from someone else's active premium account and you import it into your browser. It's like you're putting on a digital disguise. You're basically tricking a service, like Grammarly, into thinking you're a paying customer. And just like that, all the premium features unlock. Okay, so you're probably thinking, great, I just copy a cookie and I'm in, right? No way. It is so not that simple. To even get your hands on one of these cookies, you have to go through what one source calls an interactive gauntlet. And trust me, it's a fitting name. This thing is basically a test of your focus and, more importantly, your patience. And the rules? They are absolutely non-negotiable. You can't use anything but Google Chrome. You have to turn off all your ad blockers. Don't you dare refresh the page or even switch to another tab. You break just one of these rules, boom, you're right back at the beginning. No second chances. So what does this gauntlet actually look like? Well, it's this incredibly precise, multi-step maze. First, you have to click a specific link from a Google search. Then you're just waiting for a timer at the top of the page. After that, you're clicking images or solving little puzzles. Then you wait for another, even longer timer. Finally, you solve a CAPTCHA, click an ad, copy its URL, and paste it back. It's a lot. And it's all designed to prove one thing, that you are a human. And yeah, that waiting thing, they are not kidding around. Some of these timers make you wait for as long as 38 seconds. I mean, think about that. 38 seconds. In internet time, that's basically forever. Especially when all you want is to get to the next step. It's a pure test of patience. Even the very last step has one of these built-in delays. You can't just click the ad and immediately copy the link. Nope. You have to stay on that ads page for at least 6 seconds before you can grab the URL. Every single part of this process is designed to mimic how a real person would browse the web and to totally frustrate any automated bot trying to cheat the system. Okay, so let's say you did it. You ran the gauntlet, you showed the patience of a saint, and you finally have the premium cookie. You're in. But at what cost? What are the actual risks here? Let's get into the ethical side of things and what the sources say could go wrong. Well, for starters, the sources are crystal clear on this. Doing this is a direct violation of the company's terms of service. And the fallout can be pretty serious. You could get a temporary ban or even a permanent one. They might just block your IP address entirely. And then there are the privacy risks. I mean, you're using a shared login session. Plus, let's be honest, it's not exactly fair to the creators who actually build this software and rely on subscriptions to get paid. And this is exactly what everyone's trying to get around, that subscription fee. The free version is fine, but the premium, well, it can be pretty steep. What's kind of fascinating, though, is that the people who provide these cookies often pitch it as a sort of try-before-you-buy system. They'll actually tell you, hey, if you use this and you like it, you should really go subscribe for real and support the developers. It's an interesting stance to take. So that brings us to the biggest question of all. Why? Why does this ridiculously complicated, time-consuming gauntlet even need to exist in the first place? And the answer to that, well, it tells you a whole lot about the internet we live on today. It's all one big defense mechanism. Think of it like a digital cat and mouse game. The entire painful, multi-step process is designed for one reason and one reason only, to be an absolute nightmare for automated bots, making sure that only a real, patient human can actually make it through to the prize. And that really leaves us with a pretty heavy final thought. We started this whole thing just looking at a clever little workaround to get free software. But what we ended up finding is this complex digital arms race. And it raises this massive question for all of us. As these bots get smarter and smarter, are these kinds of complex, time-based challenges going to become the new normal just for accessing stuff online? Is our patience about to become the new currency of the internet?